look at me? Can you look at me? What I do with my... I can't put y'all.
Yo, why Kiki look like the aunt that has his eye right now?
The what?
The crazy check and she coming back.
That's the aunt that I aspire to be.
She got the crazy check, yo.
I do. I'm the auntie with no man, no kids. So all the babies love me. They come up to me and I'm like, oh, baby, I forgot. Let me write you a check. Well, nowadays you got to do Cash App. I definitely had to Cash App
or
some people
PayPal.
for Christmas.
People be sleeping on PayPal.
Can you be my auntie today? Can you Cash App me?
Auntie Key, what's up?
I can send you a donation, Joy, towards your show.
You're so kind.
It's not going to be much, but it's from the heart.
Something is better than nothing.
Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So today's cocktail is called Cupid's Cock. The ingredients you need for this cocktail are 1 cup of fresh lime juice, about 6 limes, 10 cherries pitted, 4 tablespoons of simple syrup, 8 sprigs of cilantro, seltzer, and 6 ounces of white rum. So here's how you're going to make it. In a small pitcher, combine lime juice, cherries, and 4 sprigs of cilantro. Muddle and strain. Add rum and stir to combine. Place crushed ice in 4 tall cocktail glasses. Pour cocktail into the 2 glasses. Top off with seltzer. Garnish cocktail with cilantro sprigs and lime slices. Cupid's Cock.
Cupid's cock had a lot to it.
It did. And I also think about Cupid as he's actually a cherub. So he's like a little baby.
Yeah, was he getting drunk and lit like this with all these
I
ingredients
know.
for?
We're sitting here drinking a little cherub's cock.
Well, I'm drinking a little Mexican cock because we're having tequila today.
Mexicans, what's up? Where y'all at, Mexican? Have you been to Mexico?
Her drinks today. That's how you know. I'm slurry. Medina has extra words that she just makes up. No, I haven't been to Mexico. A friend of mine invited me in June, kind of, but I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm going to Mexico in June. My sorority sisters, my line, we're doing a anniversary trip, and I'm never associated with the festivities, and I finally decided that this year was my year, and I'm going to go, and it's gonna be fucking amazing.
Is it summer?
Excited. It's in June, yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be so much fun. We're getting an Airbnb. Everybody gonna turn up. I just hope all the fun ones come.
The fun ones?
Yeah, it's 31 of us, so not everybody's fun. I love y'all though, but I love y'all.
I hope they don't all listen,
I love y'all.
Or I hope they don't know or are offended. All right,
I'm in trouble. I'm gonna get excluded from the trip.
About to, you know what? Actually, girl, there's only room for 30. It sleeps 29, and we're already pushing it. And you don't even think all of us are fun, so
and then no one wants you to come. So
yeah. Anyway, okay. Last week we had the 3 ladies on
Polly Pockets.
They were really cool.
They were incredible.
They weren't okay. So I misunderstood, and before they came on, I thought that they were like all together. Like I know that you said that they were in a polyamorous relationship, but I thought that they were all together. And so when they explained their relationship and they sat here with us, it was really cool. If y'all don't say nothing about we should have video, don't want to hear it. It was too many people. It was too much. It was already too much, but. It was really cool to see like the way that they looked at each other
and how they interacted with each other, and how Rachel was holding her right leg and Magali's right leg, and Emily was holding her left.
Magali is that bitch.
Magali is that bitch. I was like, can I get on the team? What's up? What y'all trying to do?
She literally said that. You guys, yeah. Mm-hmm. And Magali was like, yeah, and then Rachel was like, there's a process.
Rachel was joking, but she wasn't joking.
She wasn't joking. That was that fake play. And then you went out of town.
I went out of town.
You know, I just have to say, while Texas may not feel like home, it definitely has some wonderful treats there. Oh, and are you going to share yours later?
Well, you know, I have a cocktail.
You do have a cocktail.
Oh! But I feel like we have so many cocktails sent in that I'm going to share a cocktail and read a cocktail.
Oh. I didn't know that.
But
I will say,
Dallas was sweet to me, and so was Oklahoma City.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you went there first.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really talk about when I went to Houston, but I had a really good time. And shout out to all the ladies and the guys that I met.
Oh, you was meeting niggas?
Yeah, girl. And, okay, I was having such a good time with my sisters. I missed some of my dates. Y'all know I didn't miss that dick appointment, but the regular dates, I missed some of them. And I kind of felt bad, but I was like, whatever, these are my sisters.
They'll be all right.
And you got to understand, like, I don't see my sisters all the time.
Did you communicate with them, or did you just miss the date?
No, I communicated. So
What'd you say?
I told them what was going on.
You were just like, I'm with my sisters.
Well, I didn't say it like that. I didn't say as dry as that, but I was just like, this took longer than expected. I didn't realize. I lost track of time. I'm really sorry. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. And then once I realized I wasn't going to make it, I was like, I'm not going to be able to make it.
Was it how long before the time that you were supposed to meet? Did you say that?
None of
I'm
that
just
matters.
trying to figure out. Are you a fuck girl, or
I'm not a fuck girl. I communicated early.
What's early though? Like, okay.
Early.
Okay.
Early.
You sounded like a fuck nigga. That's what I'm saying.
They weren't upset about it, and they understood. Nobody was upset. Or at least not to me. Maybe they talked shit about me behind my back. It doesn't really matter.
You're better than me, because I just be sending emojis.
Well, no, because I wasn't trying to purposely, like, stand them up, but I recognized that's what I'm doing. Dang. And I felt bad about it, but it was just like, it's my sisters and my nieces and the baby girl. It's a little baby. How old is she? It doesn't matter. She's not 1 yet. She's under 1. She's a baby girl. She's walking. She was talking to me and biting my cheeks. I can't leave that. Aww. And then my sister lives like 30 minutes away from the action, so that was just going to take too long. I was tired. I had daiquiris, all the fun stuff. I had some great dick. I tried out some handcuffs. Shout out again to Rated Intimate. .com, because they really hooked your girl up.
I heard that you had a little gas before your dick appointment.
Yes, I did.
You were kind of gassy. Were you eating Brussels sprouts?
I did not have Brussels sprouts. I think it was I think it was the liquor, you guys. So I posted on the CockTales Instagram page, and I was like, so I didn't say that I had gas, but I was just like,
you definitely said you had gas.
I said on the show last week. I didn't say it on there. I was like, what would you do if? That's how I started. I mean, everybody knew it was me, but I was like, what would you do if you had a dick appointment and you were a little gassy? Would you like go to the bathroom and try to muffle the sound, or would you make up like some ridiculous lie like, oh my God, can't get pregnant. Let me go downstairs and get my birth control. I have to take it right now at 12:17 a.m.
So what did you do? I'm curious.
You saw me snapping from the car. I went downstairs. Well, okay. So I get there and I parked. I go up there to the concierge and I was like, hey, I'm here for such and such. So he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, wait.
Oh, this nigga got a concierge.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, hold on. So I ran back to the car, and that's when I let out my gas, and I made the video. But I had already told him I was walking up, so he didn't really know all of the details. But I'm sure he watched the Instagram, so whatever. It doesn't matter. He don't be caring. But I just like to not do certain things. Like, it's still a fun game to me. It's still like fantasy role play. Like, when I got there, I showed up and acted like I was a prostitute. So, like, what prostitute is showing up that you gotta pay? That's Putin. Nobody wants that. That's not cute.
That's not cute. And I'm glad that you know that.
Funky.
And you know, it's funny that you said it, because there is a gentleman that I've been dealing with lately.
You put it in your mouth?
No. Nobody pooted on anybody, but like he FaceTimed me one night and I was like, I'm not going to pick up because I'm looking like Aunt Jemima. And we're not at the point yet where
him that?
I text him that. I said, hey, I'm not picking up. I'm looking like Aunt Jemima. Like, I'm just not trying to go there yet. And he got upset. Like, I feel like you're not going to see me all the time with I'm not always going to have a fresh lineup and looking fine. Like, it doesn't matter.
Half the time FaceTime is blurry.
But that's also different. That's also different. My hair is wrapped. My makeup's off. I got a mask on. Like, we're not there yet. And that, like, stop. Like, nigga. Like, I just feel like I want to preserve the sexy, like, for certain people. So, like, no. I mean, we're not. It's just like, can you just give me a moment to get there? I don't want you seeing me with my hair wrapped yet. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm just not ready to go there yet.
I don't really wrap my hair, so I don't like when they FaceTime.
You don't?
No, I'm a bad black girl. But when I wake up in the morning, I usually look like a sunflower hair just poking out, edges everywhere. I be looking gross. And so they like to call me and say good morning. And I've gotten into a bad habit because of these niggas that I be fucking with. Nobody wants to call. They're FaceTiming. Personally, I think it's a control thing. I think they're trying to see what the fuck I'm doing, check the surroundings, make sure everything is lined up right. And that's cool because I'm doing it for you. And I really wish I had a nigga that I was fucking with real tough so I could have tried out that iPhone bug. Did you hear about it?
And I'm trying to figure out how that actually works. Like,
it's a bug.
But so it's like somebody was telling me, Carlos specifically, and I feel like he's going to be the main one to try to use it on me, was saying that you FaceTime someone, if they don't pick up, you can still hear their conversation after if they don't answer it.
So it's like if I FaceTime you right now and it starts ringing, I can hear everything. You don't have to pick up.
Can you turn it off? Or like
you would have to turn FaceTime off of your phone completely. It was a glitch. It was a bug.
Is it done?
I think it is done. I tried it just on some friends, not like...
And it worked.
It didn't work. So I think the bug is done. They said that the thing would be fixed later this week, but I don't know.
Sorry. That's people.
I'm not turning my FaceTime off. Y'all can hear if I don't want to talk to you or not. Or if I'm talking shit.
But there's some shit niggas don't need to hear.
But I'm talking about for me, not for y'all. Not for nobody else. I'm speaking personally. I don't have no niggas I'm fucking with like that. If you wanted to know if I was really fucking somebody, if I'm really fucking with you.
But it's not even that. It's like if somebody sometimes people FaceTime me, like my mom or my sister will FaceTime me in the middle of me masturbating. And I just am like, oh, stop. Could you imagine if they're just like the whole family sitting there and you're like,
playing.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's embarrassing as fuck. And everybody's like, what are you doing?
You got a good point there.
I do that a lot.
I wonder if that happened because people FaceTime me all the time and I don't answer. And sometimes I lie and make up excuses depending on the situation. If I don't want to say,
my sister will call back to back to back, and I'll be like, "Stop it! I'm about to not."
My sister doesn't do that. My mom does. I block her.
You're mean.
I unblock her when I'm done. I call her back, but I'm gonna call you back, and she doesn't respond. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna do weird sex really quick, and then we actually have some guests.
We do. We got some impromptus.
Okay, so you guys, this week in weird sex, a Florida nurse, 29, was accused of murdering his parents and brother. He also stole $200,000 from the victims to wire to a Bulgarian webcam girl. All right, check out these deets. So, Grant Amato, 29, has been charged with 3 counts of premeditated murder. Chad Amato, his father, Margaret Amato, 61, his mother, and Cody, his brother, were the victims. He took all of this money from the family in months leading up to the murders. He used the money to fund online pornographic relationships, specifically with one woman from Bulgaria. The police discovered 3 bodies on Friday in the home he shared with his parents. So this grown-ass man was living with his parents. Killed his parents and his brother because he stole $200,000 from them to fund this webcam girl. I hate to say it, but he kind of looks like somebody that would do that. And it's really sad because why would you kill your parents?
Why would
and
you
your
kill
brother?
them?
Because you have a porn and sex addiction, and this woman has finessed you out of all this money. This woman's on the other side of the country. This nigga probably ain't even have no passport. And anyway,
that shit is whack.
It's really sad.
Like
Look at him.
You killed your whole ass parents. Like
this is him.
But yo, let me put my glasses
bad
on.
hairline. Oh, you couldn't see.
Your whole computer falling over.
Just the hard drive. I didn't have it plugged in. Anyway, so this guy did this. He let's see. He was at a hotel in Orange County over the weekend. They arrested him. Hopefully, he serves multiple life sentences. Because that's just awful.
That's awful. That's horrible.
I wonder if the woman, how much of that did she get? What was the processing fee on the webcam site she was seeing? And does she know that this happened?
She knows.
Or does she feel bad, I wonder? Or is she like the chick from Russia who was on 90 Day Fiancé who was just like, if he doesn't have any money, I'll leave. Her boyfriend was a drug dealer.
I mean, Russians have such... I feel like it's just really rough in Russia. Let me stop.
It was like you thought about what you wanted to say. You didn't want to offend anybody. You remembered it was a camera.
That's exactly what just happened. I was like,
all right,
never mind.
We can move right along. So that's it for weird sex.
Y'all.
Send us a more thing. Somebody sent me this story, and then I saw it on Snapchat. I don't have any business on Snapchat.
How you got your makeup brush out?
It was in my makeup bag.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not my makeup bag, my computer bag. So I just picked it up.
So, y'all, we have some impromptu guests. We have Joy, who has her own podcast. And we got our engineer. What's up, Ayanna?
It's
Ayanna. I'm so sorry.
You know what?
I love you so much, and I always say your name
too,
wrong.
And that's why I don't correct you. You're the only person that can
No, but you got to
Ayanna.
correct me. Ayanna.
I mean, I actually do, but you just don't be hearing it.
So because we always drink while we're in here.
You introduced me last week
as
to
Ayanna.
ladies, and I was like, Ayanna. She's like, it's Ayanna.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so listen, I feel like even though we didn't plan to play a game, we should just play Have You Ever? Because there are just things that I just want to know. Have y'all ever done?
Okay. I've got some questions. And
I got some questions.
I'm ready. Oh, Medina always trying to get in somebody's business. Go ahead. I see it in your eyes. You got something brewing. You got something.
Okay.
Y'all gotta
Can we play fair?
Some shit.
Oh, we're going to play fair.
Play based off our personality.
So, Joy,
Wait,
the
start
John,
with me.
Joy.
Because she introduced you first.
Yes.
What's poppin'?
Have you ever had
pussy.
sexual relations with a woman?
No.
Okay, you said that so quick.
Have you ever wanted to?
No.
Never. You've never been bi-curious.
No.
How boring. No
Nigga
shit.
said how boring.
Ayanna,
You know we're fast over
have you
here.
ever had sexual relations? And that means
Why she
a
choose
girl
the
eating
Bill-
your
the Bill
pussy.
Clinton?
That means a girl
Or
eating
you
your
did
pussy, you eating her pussy, or kissing
make
a girl.
out sessions, even if it's in the club,
Even if
it
you
was
were-
a stripper,
And even if you were
Well,
like 9 years old and y'all wanted to play boyfriend and girlfriend.
I have. This
No.
is actually like, let's talk.
No.
No, listen.
I'm not nice.
I think I talked to Joy about this. My cousin, who's not really my blood, she was adopted. She tried to make all of our like younger cousins like gay. Like, I don't think she ever touched me, but she would kind of like trying to make it.
She wanted to play boyfriend and girlfriend.
No, she tried to basically pimp us out. Like, y'all need to be girlfriends. This, like, she would tell us who we would like.
How
mess
old
with.
was she? This sounds like abuse.
It actually
I think
does.
it is.
It's
I
taking a
think
whole
she-
different turn.
I know.
Do you
right?
still talk to her?
No, she's crazy. I saw
This
her
is
like
sounding
Christmas.
very R. Kelly vibes.
Did y'all ever like let her know? Look,
We
girl.
didn't know. I was like, my grandma died when I was 7, so I had to be like 4 or 5, and like she would like make us touch like our cousins. So
Oh my God.
I think I did kiss
Wait.
a girl before that wasn't my relative.
That does not count.
Okay, yeah, this is this
That
was
doesn't
like
count.
fun and sexy.
This
That's
is like
not.
consented.
Now
Laughing
we're
at
gonna be
this,
in
but-
trouble.
He's talking about some like.
This just turned for like the worst, but I'm just having to say like I did kiss somebody.
Okay, but that doesn't count.
You don't have to count
Okay.
that one, girl. You don't have to count that
So,
one. If it was
no.
against your will, it does not count.
Yeah,
so
because when
alright.
I was saying like the 9 and 10 thing, like even though I was a child,
what you're
I
talking
knew what
about,
I
like,
was
you play
doing.
house,
We was
like, you
playing
go on the
boyfriend and
side-
girlfriend, and
you
I
go on
always
the
wanted to
side
be
of
the
the
boyfriend or
house.
the dog.
Yeah.
I just always wanted to be the bitch getting money. So I would make the neighborhood boy across the street, Jeremy, I would make him acorn pies. And then I was the wife.
What
but
the
I
fuck is
used-
an acorn pie.
Like we
That's
had an
some
acorn
country
tree and we smashed up the acorn. Well, I smashed up the acorns and I put it and made a pie.
That's
and I
a
would
lot
give it
of
to-
work.
Like, hey,
I had
honey,
a childhood.
Those are acorns.
I'm from the country.
But you smashing up acorns?
Y'all don't just
Yes.
step on them for fun.
Huh? We don't do what?
Y'all don't just step on them for fun. And
Yeah.
Just
I don't do
I
that.
did-
wow. We on the same
Anyway,
page.
yeah, it was fun. It was a fun thing. They're orange. They're bright.
Wow.
They look really cool. Okay,
Yeah.
next. Have you guys, this is for you two, Ayanna and the John Joy.
What's poppin'? Can we
Like
ask y'all
Sam
questions?
Jones.
Joy.
Yeah, can we ask
Yeah,
y'all
you
questions?
definitely
Yeah,
can.
y'all can, but I'm going first. Have y'all ever let somebody use a toy like this, perhaps? A little.
Where the fuck
Vibrator?
did you just pull that from? Like, who just has that? Like, she's like, have you ever let somebody use a toy? Like,
We did our ad for
We
Rated
did some
Intimate
video
today.
ads earlier.
Like-
Anyway, have you
That's
guys
hot.
ever let somebody use a toy on you?
no.
Yes.
You're missing out.
Yes.
Yes. Did you like it?
Yes.
Okay, add this to your list. Put it in your notes, Joy.
Joy.
These
Taking
things you
notes.
haven't tried yet, just put them in your notes.
Taking notes.
Add them.
Okay, so then we'll revisit
She
this in
said
a year.
add them.
Yeah.
Start
add them.
small.
I'm going to open the floor for if you guys have any questions for us.
Yes, which I want to know.
What's the weirdest outdoor place that you all have had sex? Starting with Medina.
It's so funny because that you want to start with me because I actually
Haven't.
it's not that like no, like I'm not into like the whole like crazy locations of sex. Like, and I think it's because, like, since we took it back to like childhood stories, when I was a freshman in high school, I got caught sucking my high school boyfriend's dick by my parents. And so it really outside of the bedroom because I got caught and I had to sit down and have a sit down talk with my dad, have a sit down talk with my mom, and have a sit down talk with my older sister. And it was just really embarrassing. Everybody knew I was sucking Cordell Allen's dick in the movie theater, the emails. And I left it in the email and then they knew, and I woke up, everybody was looking at me like, we want to talk to you about sex. And it was just like, everybody knew what the fuck I was doing. I was like, I'm never doing like public shit ever again. So I'm really not into the public thing.
I'm sorry for keep dropping.
So I can honestly say that I'm not, like, I'll do it now because I'm like grown, but like it has to be like in a private elevator and like the nigga that I'm fucking with has security.
I'm very scared of elevators. Like, y'all have elevators. I know
I've had elevator sex.
I'm scared as hell.
So you have sex on the elevator?
I've had elevator grind.
It goes up and down and opens at different floors.
But like,
so how do you?
If you're at like somebody's apartment building, for example, and it's late night, like it's not probably going to be a lot of traffic. You know, it's not like it's a building with.
What time?
I don't know what time. It was like booty call hours.
This past weekend when I was in Dallas, I had like a grind session in the elevator, and like whenever the like doors would open, like it was almost like people expected somebody to be fucking around in the elevator. So it wasn't like we were like, it was like, y'all,
whatever.
It's late.
So
like,
somebody seen you having your grind session?
Yeah, but it was like it wasn't like body parts. It was like where it was sexy because he was sexy.
I was embarrassed because dicks were out. Well, a dick was out. That made it sound like it was multiple men, right? No, his dick was out, and we just had to like hurry up and get off. But I would say that's not the craziest. I would say the craziest is probably a playground, just because that's low key trifling. Because like kids play there.
Yeah.
But we used a condom.
Was it at least nighttime?
It was nighttime, and we were on the slide.
So like,
like the tunnel to the side.
Lead us up to the playground. How did y'all arrive there? How did y'all get there?
Well, at this point, I was in high school, and I think he had just graduated high school and hadn't moved into his apartment again. So he definitely wasn't coming into my house, so I could get in trouble.
Right.
Like, I'm the good kid of the family, they think.
Same.
So we went to the park up the street. It was dark, and we just had sex there.
When you're young, finding places to have sex is so difficult.
Adventure. I used to have sex in the car a lot.
I hate car sex.
This is back when I was a cheerleader. I was a lot more flexible. I wasn't dealing with this sciatic nerve problem I've got going on right now.
You got a sciatic nerve problem?
Yeah, I think so. That's what the boy on Instagram said. But that's also what I arrived at.
I think that's the first thing black people go to when they back hurt. They be like, it's your sciatica.
It's not my back. It's not my back. It's my
I don't even know what that is.
It's a nerve that comes from your back and it goes all the way down. But it's in my right butt cheek. And it's down to the back of my thigh, back to the back of the kneecap part, all the way down to my ankle.
Does it give you a good memory, though? Is it like a good sex story?
I don't know when it started. So I wish it did. But it's okay. I still had good sex since then. Anyway, yeah, the playground. You got one, Joy? A question,
you have a question for us that you've ever wanted?
You said you had one. No, she asked.
I expounded.
Joy all nervous and shit.
Your time to
yeah, ask us something. I want to know what you want to know. I'll answer.
You can ask us anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Even if
we're
you
some
think it's
nasty
disrespectful.
bitches. Ask us some stuff.
I wasn't thinking anything disrespectful.
Sometimes
y'all think I'm disrespectful?
No. But I think sometimes people want to ask questions and they feel like it might be
they feel like somebody might be like they feel like you might be offended. Like, you know, have you ever had a train run on you because you look like you have?
I don't know what people look like that had trains on them. I mean, I used to see girls get trains running on them a lot.
What is a train?
Wait, why were you there?
Well, I wasn't
just
there.
about to ask the same thing.
I wasn't there.
Oh, but you saw the girls.
Yeah, they used to all come upstairs after it got done.
Oh.
So what question do you have for us, Joy?
That's a life to live. Woo.
I guess y'all relationship, I mean, like y'all own sex life. How would y'all have a conversation with y'all kid about sex one day?
Ooh,
that is a great.
Nobody asked us that.
No one has ever asked a question like that. You want to answer first?
I'll start. I don't really want to have children for various reasons,
She's
but no, I'm still answering the question though because
Okay.
I do have a much younger sister, and I've been feeling very uncomfortable. We've been getting closer. When I lived at home, she was very young, so she doesn't have much memory of me living there. I haven't lived with them since 2007. So it's been a very long time. And so she'll ask me questions about sex and dating and love and relationships. And it's just like, oh, but I know I'm her big sister and I have to answer these things. So I think that I would be really honest. Like she does art. And she showed me a piece of art that she made. And she's like, do you get it? And I was like, no, girl, I'm smart, but I'm not smart like that. What does it mean? Because I don't know how to interpret art like that. And she's like, this is my relationship with sex. And I was just like, I wanted to throw up in my mouth. I thought the art was beautiful, but it was just like awkward. It felt like my kid. Like my little brother and little sister, the younger two, me and my sister that's next in age to me, I was like, Madison is my baby and Joseph was hers. And so when we had to babysit and do stuff like that, like that's how it was. So now it's like my baby's all grown up and she's really talking to me about sex. And she decided to play Never Have I Ever when I was in Houston. She's in school in Houston.
How old is she?
19.
Okay.
So I felt very uncomfortable, and we were with my friend and her younger sister, who's older than my younger sister.
You were scared?
I was so scared. Like, you guys, I was shitting bricks. I was eating those crawfish so damn fast. And I heard her say, have you guys ever had a threesome? No, she skipped threesome. She said a foursome or a fivesome. I choked on that piece of crawfish. I was like, excuse me, I have to go to the
Damn.
I haven't had a foursome or fivesome, but I didn't want to hear her answer. And I didn't hear her answer. She answered and she said whatever she said, but I don't know. And then she asked us a few other things, and she asked about being with women. She was like, have you ever dated a woman? I was just like, I am sweating. But I answered her truthfully. So I think that if I had children, I would be honest, because sometimes I wish my mom would have shared more about the truth about her feelings about sex, like her real feelings about sex, and like wanting to try things, or hey, I had sex and I had sex because maybe this guy, my boyfriend, really pressured me into it and I didn't want to, but I felt like I had to and I thought I was grown, but when I did it, it didn't feel good. I didn't like it, or I did like it and I had to learn how to be responsible. I don't know. I would just try to be super open and honest, and I hope that my nieces don't come to me about sex. So if they find this on the internet later, go to Madison. She's gonna be the cool aunt. I'll pass the torch.
I want to be a cool mom.
What are you going to be like, do you think?
I think a little bit how you think. I think that, like, I want girls. Like, I definitely want kids. I want twin girls. If I don't have any boys, I would be totally fine with that. I want all girls. Please, God, let me have girls. I just love how girls are as daughters. But I think that I want to try to be as honest as I can in a responsible way. Like, obviously, I'm not going to have like an episode of CockTales with them, but I also want them to know who I really am. I'm like that with my mom. I want my mom to know who I really am. I don't ever want something to happen and she's like, my daughter wouldn't do that. I want you to know, like, Mom, no, I would actually do that. So
no, I'm really about that.
Like, yeah, I'm really about that life. Like, I need her to know that, like, I will fuck somebody within the first couple hours or hour of meeting them. Like, just in case something happens. Like, if something happens, I need you to know that that is me. Like, don't have like this image and think that I'm this perfect child, because I'm definitely not. So I want my kids, I just want to be honest with them. I want them to know that, like, sex happens and horror moments happen, but I still want them to, like, and I would have to learn this as a parent. Like, I still want you to respect me as your parent. I'm not trying to be your best friend, but as situations occur, I gotta let you know my experiences, because I want you to learn from what I went through. And so, like, I'm going to try to be as honest and responsible as possible as I can with my girls without making them baby prostitutes.
Okay. If you had boys. Yep.
If I had and also, like, also talking about having boys, I love how dads are with their boys. Like, dads are super transparent with their boys. When they fuck for the first time, they're like, oh yeah, son. Like, they're really excited about it. Like, I want to, not that
and sometimes it's like, maybe that's why guys sometimes have a better control about emotions and sex and stuff. And it's a little different than how we handle it.
It is.
Because we don't know what to think. And it's a secret, and we got to keep it a secret.
Or, like, we have sex with a guy and we think automatically that he's going to fall in love with us and we're getting married. And that's not realistic. And I do want my girls to know that that is not realistic. Just because you lay down with a man, that doesn't mean that's your end all be all. And you're marrying him and you lost your virginity to him and it's going to be like this fairy tale ending. That's probably not going to happen. And I don't want you to think that. But, with my boys, like, I'm going to let their dad handle that. I'm not going to lie. I want to teach my boys to be romantic Leo men. I would like for them to be like Leos, even if they're not Leos. I want them to be like Leos. I want them to be these romantic men that take care of women, even if it's not somebody that you plan on spending your life with. I don't ever want my boys to treat somebody like a hoe or a whore, even if they are that.
You know, I think I would be... I started to say, I think I would talk to my boys, but then I thought about it. I totally forgot I got a whole little brother. I don't want to talk to him about sex. I'll talk to Madison, but Joseph, it makes me uncomfortable. And I do want to tell them because sometimes it's like my brothers, my cousins. It's like I want to give you some good advice as a woman. Some things that I wish somebody would tell you, and I don't think you're being
I just
told,
don't want you out here treating
things.
women bad.
Yeah, that's the part that I want to talk about. Like how you treat them and respect them. And you don't have to like get suckered into a relationship or something you don't want. But also don't be out here lying to get pussy.
Yeah.
It's plenty of it. There's lots of fast girls who will just do it for like a blow pop. You know?
I'm going to be super honest with my boys too. I'm going to be like, look, your mama was out here busting it wide open.
Oh, yeah, that you got to give back. You might get shot for it. Remember the weird sex last week? This lady gave somebody head for $5 and some Pringles, and then he shot her in the shoulder because he wanted his $5 back.
But not the Pringles.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Was he homeless or something?
I think she might have been. But then the people said on the CockTales page, they think they were all on meth, and that just sounds like it's what it is, especially at that area. I hope we don't. Well, I hope you don't have any kids anytime soon. I know it won't be.
I mean,
I'll be sad, honestly.
I'll be a great auntie.
We can't come in here and get drunk.
I'm not on birth control. And I'm newly single. So.
Oh, well, we can read between those lines. Did y'all have another question for us? Or do we
I asked one of y'all, what is y'all definition of a train?
Oh,
to me, train only applies to a woman with multiple men coming in and fucking the shit out of her.
So
like,
how
at
does
the same time, right? Or
no,
like back to back to back,
one at a time.
Oh, one at a time.
Yeah.
I mean, they can all be in the room.
We're 4 niggas, and it's a bitch out there, and we each take turns.
Oh, okay.
That's a train to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's
now if we're in there together,
let's say like it's
a different
like, okay, if it's
beast.
the same time, it's not a train, right?
I don't call it a train.
Okay.
Well, no, if it's a girl,
would you have a threesome with 2 dudes?
I don't think I can. But if it was
I don't really like that much dick.
I just don't. Much. Yeah, that seems like a lot of work. But
it's a lot of work on our end.
The rhythm is gonna be off because it's 2 different rhythms.
And not even is it a lot of work on our end. It's all the work on our end. You're sucking dick and getting fucked. That's a lot. Like that I don't want to do.
Somebody could be eating your pussy and you could be sucking a dick. Like. There's lots of options.
Innovative.
But see, I feel like niggas don't work like that. That's not what's going to be happening, realistically.
Well, I don't know. I ain't been there. I'm just thinking, I might get somebody that likes to do that.
I was only asking because I listen to a lot of podcasts and they misuse the word train. They're like, oh, if it's 2 guys, it's a train. No, it's not. It's still a threesome.
We have had that argument.
We have, because I still think it's a train.
Medina thinks I don't think
that.
I feel like it's so sexist.
Can't be more so like if it's one girl and multiple guys, it's automatically a train.
Yeah, I don't like that.
One guy and multiple girls, it's not a train. It's a threesome.
And I'm like, it's
sexist and I just hate it because it's like it is problematic because it's like, why can't I have a threesome and it be a fun thing? Like how guys feel like it's fun to have 2 girls. Why can't I have fun and have 2 guys? Because the connotation of a train is negative. No matter how you spin it, nobody's acting like, oh, well, it was just a fun thing for you. It's cool. No, you're looking at me like something less than
But it also doesn't matter how, if you're doing that, if you're letting niggas run trains
but
on
if
you.
It's not a negative thing.
If you don't want to call it a train, if that's what you want to do, it doesn't matter what other people think.
So is that a game?
At what age is it not cool to run trains?
What did you say?
At what age is it not cool to run trains?
I think after
I don't want it. I thought that was kind of early.
Yeah.
No, that was a high school thing.
Trains was a high school thing. I've never like.
Yeah, that was a high school thing.
Now it's just like a sex party. If we having like a bunch of dicks.
When I seen people, everybody was doing trains.
Right?
What fucking high school parties were you at?
Right.
No, I'm saying right now it's like a party thing. In high school, the girls that were getting ran trains on them, that's the only time I heard about niggas running trains.
I heard about it in college. I heard about it in college. Girls used to get drunk. And it was basically, early college.
It's underclassmen.
Yeah, like freshman and sophomore.
Yeah. Underclassmen in high school.
Well, I'm talking about college.
No, underclassmen.
Like freshmen.
Oh, and I thought you were saying and I was like, no, I just said okay. I mean, if that's your thing, and I think some people, even it has a negative thing, so a lot of women may not admit to it.
Have you had a train ran on you?
Absolutely not.
But why do you say it like that if it's not negative?
Because
that's what I'm saying.
Because I do think a train is negative, but unlike you, I don't think that because there's more than one man that it's a train.
So you have to remember that in your head of that it wasn't a train.
To me, a train is when there are multiple men coming in having sex with a woman, one after the other. That's what a train is. I think that many people, especially the people who make the argument that there is no such thing as a threesome with 2 men and a woman, that's a train. I think it's because they have this negative idea of a woman who wants to be with more than one man at a time. It's okay for us to have another woman there because that's a novelty to the men. That's fun to them. But we
literally just sat here and said it's really not fun. It seems like a lot of work.
Well, I don't do it, but to some women who would do it, that is fun to them, and I'm not knocking them. I'm saying personally, it's not going to be fun to me because I'm not into that. But if you guys,
Ayanna, do you think that would be fun to be fucked by 2 dudes in one moment?
A lot of women fantasize about it.
Do you fantasize?
I don't have a desire to ever have a threesome.
Why?
Like as far as a woman and a man,
with anybody, you don't want a threesome at all.
This is what I'm gonna say. I like men. Men have dicks. So if I'm already having sex with a man who has a dick,
so you want 2 men,
then I'm probably more open to having sex with 2 men versus a woman because I don't know what I would do with a woman. I'm not going to give you head. I probably feel uncomfortable if you give me head. I'm going to be looking like,
you don't want to waste everybody's time.
And I'm just going to be that unfun person. It's just like, bitch, bye, swerve, no. So if I was to choose, I would probably want 2 guys.
I feel you.
I would have restrictions and be like, all right, this is what we're going to do and what we're not going to do. But I'll probably... Because I feel like sex at the end of the day is for pleasure.
Exactly.
I probably wouldn't feel comfortable
with a woman.
Now, that's me at 23 talking. I don't know in the future.
I feel
what's going to happen at 24 and 25.
Maybe I need to try a train. Hashtag try a train. No, I'm not. I can't.
I just feel like it's a whole lot of, I'm going to be tired. My nerves going to be busted up.
My body's sore from Dallas weekend, and it was just one nigga, so...
Imagine two.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck do you even do?
I don't think I could focus.
Yeah, nah.
Like, how do you focus? Like, when I do have threesomes, it's always been with one guy and one other woman. And then I am usually the person that just gets to lay there and they're just fighting for my attention and to
so
please
if that's
me.
The case, then
and I love it. It's like, I will do stuff, but I don't even have to. So it's no pressure. So when I decide to do something, it's like, oh, everybody's excited because I'm the toy for the night.
Mm-hmm. I have been the toy and they're not
when
toy.
It's like the people that you're having sex with, they're kind of already a union, and then you're just like the
they were literally a union. The last couple I did it with, and they were together, and like I knew the girl first. And then she invited me over. So it was just me and her at first. And then they had some sort of signal. I don't know, ESP or something. And he came in the room when it was good to go. And then ever since then, we've all been comfortable with each other. But yeah, they had something already. And I don't think she's ever felt uncomfortable with me being there or like jealous or any of that. So it's been good. It isn't It isn't always that way. I have had threesome situations where somebody got jealous.
Mm-hmm.
And it got very uncomfortable. And that's a very vulnerable place to be in when you're naked.
Or if you feel like you're going to get your ass beat, because I've been in that situation and I was going to get beat up by a Jamaican girl. And that's just what was going to... It wasn't like... It was not... I was going to get my ass beat. And that didn't feel good.
I would laugh in somebody's face.
There was a time I wanted to have a threesome with somebody. And the girl... I don't want to give away who it is. I'm trying to try it lightly. Okay, so the girl who was going to have the threesome with us, right? She was trying to pretend like she was super innocent. But I knew that she wasn't.
I hate when bitches
So it's
like
she drank a little bit of tequila and next thing you know, she's trying to eat my pussy. She's trying to suck his dick. Like everything's cool. She's taking off her clothes. And then she just acted so crazy all of a sudden and got jealous. Like that was her nigga and not mine. And I was just like...
It was yours? Let's see.
So I'm just like,
I think that is why the times that I have had threesomes, the times that I've had threesomes, I can't have it with a man that is mine or a woman that is mine. It has to be that I'm the one coming in because I don't even know how I would react. Like,
well, I think that was a weird situation because I've done it in other situations that were similar, but that particular girl, that was the problem. It wasn't because
she wanted your nigga. Basically. And then
she tried to act like that's not what it was. And I'm just like, girl.
That's a lot. Joy, you real quiet over here.
I know she's taking notes.
I was asking y'all
Do you
questions.
have your notepads up? Your
What
notepads
notes do
still
y'all
up?
want to give me?
Joy, are you a virgin?
What kind of question is that?
It's a question. Do you have sex?
Medina.
she gets water. We have a code name.
What's
called
water?
What's that?
What does that mean? What is this
Listen,
slang? Teach me the words.
When you
When your pussy gets wet?
No, when you have water, it's when it's okay. So I'm gonna tell y'all something.
No, she's
So-
What does
retarded.
this mean?
I'm an asshole.
Go ahead,
I'm an
tell 'em.
asshole. So I'm very I love head, love that shit. So I can literally not give a fuck about the body. I just care about the tongue. So I want you to drink water. Get your spit,
Like, I'm going to
everything
get
ready.
water.
Get it ready.
You
Get
know,
it ready.
so the code
Get
word
water.
is water.
Let me write
you
that
know,
down.
we
I'm
got
gonna write
some
that in
water.
my notepad.
So you're saying you like head?
No, I didn't say that.
I've
had it before. I don't like it like that.
You don't like it?
and
What
that's
don't you
my
like
little
about it?
joke
You don't
with
like
her.
head like that?
Giving
Nah,
or receiving?
It was no, I've never gave head.
You've never given head,
No.
Joy. Okay, the episode is taking a turn. Why?
Because
Do you not want to, or you're working on your skill set?
Nah,
I
I'm
waited
not
to give head
intrigued-
till
I'm
I
not
felt like I
intrigued
was
to.
confident.
I'm not intrigued to.
You've never just wanted to see how
feel you.
No.
far a dick could go down your throat?
No,
Oh.
no.
Why?
No.
Probably
I
sounded
mean,
painful.
it looks like a whole body part to me, so it's just that's musty. I'm cool off the.
They're not all musty.
I don't know.
Some of them
I'm
smell
good off of-
great.
I'm
And
good
some
off
of
and
them
they
don't have
taste
any
like
smells.
fudgesicles.
Yeah.
I'm good off of all of that.
Really?
What if you
I
sound
don't
like
know.
a
Maybe
really
when I'm married
pretty
one day.
one?
I don't know, but
You're not going to
So,
give head when you
I
get
said
Wait.
maybe when I'm married one
How
day.
does
I
that
don't-
conversation go though if you're
Whoa.
dealing with somebody and they are like, hey, this is what I want, or they're guiding your head down there?
Nobody's ever done that.
not
Really?
even
What?
sex, y'all having no.
That
We
is-
are just some big old hoes then, because
No, that's what brings me back to my original question.
What?
Have you had sex?
Damn, Medina.
It's
no.
okay if you haven't.
She already knew this
Some-
answer.
she did.
She wanted it.
and obviously Joy's a little uncomfortable.
Why did you do
But that's
that?
okay.
You know
okay.
when somebody knows the
Do you-
answer, you know what I mean? Okay, Medina, it's all out there. The world knows
Sorry.
now.
I think that's a beautiful
You know
thing,
what I mean?
though. I think it's amazing.
Sometimes
that-
I wish I would have waited.
I wish
But
I was a virgin
I
still.
feel like your energy is it's untampered.
My energy's untampered.
It's
Absolutely,
because
'cause you
it's
haven't-
uninterrupted. Carefree black girl. You're the real definition of a carefree black
thank
girl.
you.
But-
and you can focus on your words.
Yeah,
Because
You
when
don't
it
have
gets
to get
interrupted,
mad.
bitch, it's interrupted.
Okay. All things stop. Hold on, bitch. Let
start
me
acting
pull up the
crazy.
Google.
Shut
Can
up.
somebody pull up another browser? Because I'm maxed out on tabs over here. I need you to run some intel on Negro number 9266. Okay. Because this
Negro
nigga
number
is,
926.
this nigga, yeah, they all
We still
Negroes.
run intel.
And this nigga, huh?
Niggas still run intel. Just 'cause you,
This nigga does.
I run intel.
Okay, but it's not gonna stop. If you got some work to do, Joy, I think that you're gonna do your work. You're gonna be
Definitely.
responsible.
Oh, she's
You're
definitely
gonna be
doing her
focused.
work.
Oh,
Because
you
you ain't got
talking
dickmatized.
Oh,
I'm
I
saying
get what
how
you're
it
saying.
can get in the way.
Oh, I got you.
Sometimes
Well,
it gets in the
I
way.
don't think I've ever been dickmatized.
Well, praise be. Because I
Praise
definitely
be
have.
to
I mean,
He.
I'm the kind of person I have a friend. I have a couple of friends. Some are not friends of mine anymore because they just some bum bitches. But
Ooh.
I told y'all about them. I think how my quote unquote best friend of 10 years fucked me over.
Yes.
Yeah, dumbass hoe. So
Ooh.
a lot of girls they stop what they're doing for a
For a
dude.
dude.
I don't like that, especially
Well, I'm not gonna stop everything.
Well, what I'm saying is, I live here.
I'm
but
gonna stop
from-
some stuff,
I'm
though.
I'm from Savannah, so
Mhm.
if I go home, I'm want to be with my friends. So if I'm coming out, taking my time out to hang with y'all, and y'all going to see a nigga who y'all could see
I'm gonna feel some type of way.
later, I'm just like, why are you stopping what you doing and dropping what you doing? I don't think I've ever had a guy where I'm stopping what I'm doing. I'm kind of like, all right, I'll be free between these hours.
Okay,
So-
She's
I'm
dropping it.
sorry.
You dropping your friend.
It depends.
It
Sometimes
depends
I
on
do.
which nigga and which
And
dick
I
is
also
attached
think
to
it
that
depends
nigga.
on your age. Like at this age, if we have something planned and it's your birthday or your wedding or like something really important, but if it is something where we're going out for drinks and then afterwards I'm like, Key, bitch, the nigga hit me up.
I
I'm
gotta
going.
go.
Yeah,
See,
and
that
I'm gonna
makes
communicate
sense.
that, but it's like, bitch,
Yeah.
we're grown. I
But
gotta go.
What I'm saying,
I'm trying to get
is-
married.
I might not tell those details, but I'm like, I can't.
I can, but if it's something
And I'm
important,
not gonna be mad about that.
I'm not gonna do that. If it's your
Like,
birthday,
I'm not gonna miss our live show.
yeah, I'm not gonna miss our live show. I'm not gonna miss a birthday. I'm
I
not gonna miss
might
a
be in the back
bachelorette.
Googling.
But bitch, if we just out having dinner and reminiscing, and I gotta go.
Now that makes sense, but I'm saying like you literally making it like my hair is not done. I can't go. Like tell me what you got going on. I might respect it. I might not be mad, but if you just BS,
I've definitely told some friends, "Hey girl, I want to see you."
But this the thing. In retrospect, is that guy stopping what he's doing for you? Probably not. He's probably not stopping what he's doing.
Usually
so,
not.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a whole different situation. Now, if it did now, and I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like age plays a part in it sometimes because like now I'm not doing that for like a fuck boy.
That's what I'm talking about.
But if it's a nigga that's like about something, nigga, I am leaving, and I love you to death. I'm gonna kiss you in your mouth. I'm gonna hug you, bitch. I love you
in your mouth.
But I gotta go. Also,
You like
feel like-
kissing him? You like deep tongue kissing?
I do.
But you know what I hate is a little darty tongue.
Dirty tongue.
What's a dirty tongue?
Darty, like it.
Like
you just
darty.
want to stick your
yeah.
whole
Oh,
tongue.
like people that don't know how to
like a dart.
kiss.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't stand that, and it's like I'm like
It's
the
like a
first time it
competition or
happens, it's
something.
like, do I want to even deal with this? Period.
I
If it's
can't.
somebody I already have feelings for, but we haven't been intimate at all, then it's like, okay.
I'll
the
try to
last-
teach you with my thumb mechanism. Remember I told y'all about the thumb?
Tell me again.
And show.
I said, like, when someone is a bad kisser, what you do is you gently peck them, and then you take your hand, place it around their, you know, how when you're kissing somebody, you touch their face.
Mhm.
Take your thumb, and you put it on their lip. Like, just like this. It's
Like,
really
shh.
sexy when you're doing it. Like, shush.
Okay.
And they might be looking at you like, what are you doing? And then you start to kiss them over the thumb, and they start to get the rhythm of it because your thumb
I've
is
never
there.
had to do that.
You had to teach him. That's how you teach him.
Oh, I've done
I
that
don't
multiple
remember
times.
that. I was probably drunk on that episode. I'm gonna try that.
Try it, but you got to do it gently.
I'll report back.
You got to do it gently, and you got to
I'm
kiss
screaming.
over the thumb very gently, and you got to move your tongue how you want them to move their tongue.
But I'm doing this with my thumb, not his thumb.
right. You have this is your thumb.
I feel like I'm gonna have to do my thumb, and then when that session is
no,
done,
you do your thumb. You
yes,
put
and
your
then
thumb.
I'm gonna need his thumb after that because I feel like he's remedial.
No,
I've
he's
never had to
because
teach
he's not gonna
somebody
do it
how to
right with his
kiss.
thumb. It's sexier when the woman takes her thumb and she puts it
I'm
over.
gonna do my thumb too, but I'm saying if he don't get it right,
Medina's so freaked out, y'all.
she is really in here sucking his damn thumb.
Like,
It's sexy.
she is sitting
It's
here
a
on
sexy
camera sucking her
mechanism.
thumb.
I feel
Like-
you. Sometimes I take sheet orgasms pills like candy, and
Can
it
you
makes
give me
feel
some
like
more of those pills? I took one and I didn't see a difference, but I heard
Yeah,
it's
I
based off
told you
your,
can't
how
do
much you
more.
weigh.
Yeah, I told you
didn't
need
know.
more than that.
But
I take 4.
my friend took a pill. She said that she had like the best night of her life. Like she said that she was like real, like you know.
Was it
Gushy
Kiki?
gushy?
That sounds
Yeah,
like
she's real
Kiki.
heavy
I know.
set. She's like real.
That sounds
heavy.
amazing.
Yo, you're
She
sick,
said
bro.
she's real heavy.
She's real big, y'all.
We're
Ayanna,
gonna,
you are so country.
we are
It's
gonna
fine.
take
Not
a
country.
quick little break. We're gonna move on to Indecisive Diane. Then when we come back, we'll go to advice and then cocktails. Okay. All right, Diane. So what type of little cute little date spot do you have for us this week?
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. And let me tell you, I went to Dallas this weekend and I went to this little place. It's called Stir with 2 R's. Okay, girl. So what was it like? What type of food did they have? So listen, it's a new American hotspot for lunch, dinner, and brunch. They have everything you could think of. They have really nice cocktails. They have a skyline. You're going to love it. They have live music on the second floor of the patio. Okay, girl, so where's it at? So here's the address. It's 2803 Main Street, suite number 110, Dallas, Texas, 75226. Where you ladies are from. What's up, Dallas? They open at like 12 o'clock, I think. They close at 12 a.m. Ladies, go there. Try their salmon. It's amazing. Thanks, Diane. No problem, ladies. Bye.
Okay, so
Before we move on to the other stuff, I just want to remind you guys to check out ratedintimate.com/cocktails. All the toys, the lubes, the handcuffs, all of the good stuff that we've used and that we've talked about on the show or that we've
Yes.
tried is on that website. And if you go to ratedintimate.com/cocktails specifically, you'll see everything we've tried. You can use code cocktails for 15% off of your purchase. And they're doing a giveaway.
hey.
So one person will receive, if you're watching the video.
Ooh, the womanizer.
Yes.
And it's true to its name, y'all. It will womanize you. And you gonna love it.
I just.
She put that joint on
Kiki
her
keeps
face.
putting it on her cheek and her chin.
It
and
look like
I'm
one of those
not
face
really
things.
sure why.
It looked like one of those face things.
It feels
Yeah.
good.
It has a little hole
It's like
in
somebody's
it.
kissing me and like licking my
And
face.
just how she said that, it feels like somebody's kissing and licking your clit.
It
So
feels weird on your lips.
the winner is gonna be
me see.
very womanized
well,
and
this is my
satisfied.
lipstick. It doesn't. It's not blood.
It looked like calamari.
It does.
But the winner will get one of these. The instructions are on our Instagram page. You have to follow us at CockTales Podcast. You have to
also have to follow Rated Intimate at Rated Intimate.
And you have to repost the video that we have on our page.
Tag Rated Intimate, tag CockTales Podcast.
And then you'll go to ratedintimate.com/CockTales and confirm your entry on there. And hopefully somebody wins that listens to the show, and we'll be very excited, and you will send us a cocktail. I would love to hear about your experience because I love this thing. This is my
if you want
date
to send us a video, send it. Okay, was that too much?
That was too
Okay, sorry.
too much. I don't want to see a video.
Sorry, y'all.
Because then they might ask if we liked it, and what if we don't?
That's true.
Like, have you seen the pussy pictures we get?
People send y'all pussy pictures?
I've been getting a lot for Super Bowl weekend specifically. Bitches have been in my inbox like I am an NBA, NFL ass nigga wanting to eat my pussy.
Oh.
And I am like, I don't even know how to deal with all this. I just decline it.
Can I see it?
Okay. I decline it. I decline it because I don't even know.
She be responding.
No, I don't. I think I have responded to literally 2 women who are beautiful, and I feel like it's a scam. But like the love from lesbians has been real, and I'm just like, I don't know how to deal with all this. I gotta decline. I'm sorry.
They be proposing,
girl.
They take you one and dine you, and sometimes I'm just like, well, shit, maybe I need to play for the other team because it's not like it's been working out that great over here with these dicks.
Okay.
Yeah, but some people do send pictures, and they like to send pictures of their discharge, and they like to send pictures of their partners. You've not seen these emails?
No, girl.
Well,
y'all should have seen my face.
I saw it a couple of times. All right, so you guys remember that if you would like to get some advice from us, then you can email us, cocktails@atl@gmail.com. Please put advice, ADVICE is advice, in the subject line. You guys are going to help us answer these questions from our listeners. And then after that is our cocktail. So I know we didn't exactly mention it at the beginning of the show, but the cocktail at the end of the show is a story. So it can be...
What was our topic?
We were just shooting the shit today.
I thought it was about relationships.
Yeah, it was just TMI.
Yeah, we're just telling too much information, too much personal information. Because we done it at 10
Isn't
o'clock and it's 9:40.
TMI though?
But it has like a guided outline. This is just literally TMI. So we're moving on to advice. I'm going to read the first one. So she says, "Hey, Medina, I have a question and wanted to know if I could get some advice." Yeah, girl, you can. So I'm newly single and I was in a 5.5-year relationship, but now that it's over, I want to have fun, but I'm not sure where to start. I want to flirt, experience how I really am with sex, and maybe have a guy that's going to pay for my trips or other expenses. How or where would you start if you were just coming out of a relationship of 5 years?
Tell her get on Bumble.
You heard Joy. The Joan Joy said get on Bumble.
Get on Bumble and go out.
A 5-year relationship?
That's significant. That's a significant amount of time in your life. And I feel like it's going to be different when you start to date. But I also feel like if you're the type of woman, I just talked about this on my Instagram. If you're the type of woman where you want to be flued out and you want your trips to be paid for and you want niggas to pay for shit, you have to date in a certain dating pool. It's not like you can just be out here dating regular ass niggas. That's not normal for a regular nigga. And I feel like you have to be honest with yourself. If you're dating regular dudes, you're not getting flued out and you're not going on trips that are paid for. So you need to either get on what is that one where it's sugar daddy stuff? SeekingArrangements.com if you want it to just be like a trip thing. But if you want to meet somebody that's like ideally going to pay for your stuff and it's not going to be like a sugar daddy situation, I feel like you need to date older. I looked at your Instagram because she sent her Instagram and you look like you're in your early 20s. So I feel like you would need to date somebody who is in their late 30s or early 40s to have somebody with what you just described that is paying for trips, because a regular nigga in his early 20s is not going to be able to do that. Not that he doesn't want to. He's not going to be able to do that. So I think you need to like just date accordingly and have fun. Go out, have a really great time. And whatever it is that you want, you need to make sure you're in the right dating pool. I'm learning that too because I just got out of a relationship of 7.5 years. So have fun, girl.
Don't have anything else to add?
My friend didn't know that I engineer for y'all, and she's like, she loves y'all even more now
Oh,
that
Yay!
but I told her as that, so her memory is fucked up.
You're like, bitch, I know you fucking lying. Okay, this is the next one. Is the subject line says my boyfriend doesn't wash up.
What?
My boyfriend doesn't wash
balls.
up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind checking to make sure that's not gonna cut off? Because I want to make sure that they hear this whole thing. Because I feel like she's really going through it. Like, if you had to write into a podcast to say that your boyfriend doesn't wash up, I already know it's crazy. Okay. Hey, Kiki and Medina. I love the show. Y'all are my best friends in my head. Anyway, my boyfriend and I have been together for 6 months. He's super supportive, so fun, and really smart. He listens to the show and to other open-minded podcasts, and it's helped us have some really great conversations about things we would have never talked about. That's good. He's freaky in bed, plus he gives the best head I've ever had. He makes sure I come first, and he's a really attentive lover. We can talk about most anything, but I have one complaint. He doesn't wash his ass.
How you know?
He works out daily, and he showers.
Oh, this
smells fresh up top, but it's like he skips his whole ass. I can smell it. I don't know what it is about washing the crack, but he won't do it. I can smell it when he gets off of the couch, and I feel weird about him sitting naked on my bed. We've talked about ass play, and I've mentioned how much prep goes into that. As like a hint, she put that in quotes, that ass washing is mandatory. But I don't know how to address it straight on without being rude. But something needs to be done. Like a towel needs to get in there. Okay? I wax and I double check my own lady smell often to make sure I'm not oblivious to my own scent. He's got me paranoid. We're headed toward our 30s. And this is not okay.
Washing his booty?
Please help your girl out. I love you guys.
Oh my God.
Whatever fake name y'all gave me, Petunia, sent from my iPhone.
This nigga ain't washing his booty.
Petunia, listen. I'm telling you, I mentioned this before casually.
Right
I mentioned this casually. Medina's going to throw up in her mouth. But I told y'all, this nigga wanted me to eat his ass. I went down there, threw up in my mouth. Because I know that smell, and he was in his 30s. He was over 30.
But here's my thing. Do these niggas not know that they booty stink? Like, because if they don't know they booties is stinking, do you need to say, like, nigga, your booty stink?
I need to leave. I need to say I have to go.
But that's what I'm saying. Do we need to actually say, like, your booty is...
To me, this is your man. That wasn't my man. But this is your man of 6 months. I think you need to say something to him. However, if it's not... I mean, if you just want to ghost him, I feel like this is a time when it's okay. Because you know what? At the end of the day, like she said, she sits through a wax. We talked about waxing earlier, and we know how painful that is. She checks her own lady scent to make sure her shit is in check. You need to do the same damn thing. You want to talk about ass play, and you don't know how to put a towel between the crack of your ass? You need to get you some Summer's Eve, and you need to get you an enema, and you need to douche that bitch every day for 3 months straight.
Itching.
You gotta be itching. And he probably just think it's natural. Some of these niggas, they think everything is gay. They don't even want to wipe the crack of their ass. I'm telling y'all, I done met these hood niggas before. I'm telling you, they don't want to wipe the crack of their ass. They don't want to put no tissue back there. They just be pooping and it's shit caked up in the back. They think the meat back there, the skin back there is dark. It's not dark, nigga. You're not that dark.
But
that's fucking shit. Caked up.
I get it if you just haven't wiped. If you just haven't wiped good. Everybody has had a day where
it's a regular
you use
thing.
the bathroom and then
6
you go
months.
back a couple hours later and you wipe and you're like, oh, there's some leftover
But
booty.
your booty is not gonna smell like that, Medina. It's not. It's not gonna smell. When you spread those cheeks and it slaps you in the face like, bitch, get back. That means bitch, get back. It means go home.
So basically what we're telling this girl is she's with a dirty ass nigga and she needs to like...
She knows he's dirty, but she's trying to figure out why he don't know he's dirty and what to do.
But why don't he
6
know...
months, I'm dipping. I would have dipped by now.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
because she got digmatized, Joy. That's the part that she didn't have to say that we know.
But my thing is, if his booty dirty, his dick ain't dirty.
Everything dirty. What the fuck?
He dirty.
You need to learn
he
how
mad,
to clean
dusty,
your
musty.
ass.
And she need to be a real one and be like, you know, you can say it in a joking, maybe like, yo, go wash your ass.
Okay, so let me say this. Wait.
doesn't need to joke. It sounds like she seriously needs to be like,
because she's done the hints already. You have to tell him, but I'm gonna tell you this.
Tell her to take a shower with him.
She said that he listens to. He gonna be scared. He gonna be jumping because he probably want to play at her booty. Selfish ass nigga.
He's probably homophobic, and he probably is like, I don't want to touch.
I'm telling you, I met those guys.
You should have learned. Like,
that is true. We took it on the
wash
something could have happened. You're absolutely right. Something needs to happen now. And I hope that he seeks therapy because that does happen. And I'm not trying to shame anybody for the mental things that you've gone through or the physical. But personally, you need to be clean. You need to clean that ass. It's a hazard. Maybe it's a health hazard.
It's actually a health hazard.
I'm not even trying. That's a health hazard.
That's poop.
She could get E. coli in her mouth, and then you gonna get it, and everybody just gonna die.
Oh, I can't.
And everybody's gonna die. That's poop. Like
that is fucking nasty.
Literally.
What else y'all been talking about? I didn't read all these. I'm just like y'all.
Okay, I'm gonna read one more advice just because I feel like I just need to.
Wash y'all ass, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to read one more advice letter. So she says, anonymous advice. Hey, ladies, I love listening to your episodes. I swear I binged the first week. I found your podcast. I have an advice question. My boyfriend and I met on MySpace. Yes, back in the good old MySpace top 10 days. We are both 29 and have been together for 10 years. Yes, 10 fucking years. We have a child together. We built a house together. We bank together. So where's my ring?
You bank together. Ooh, it's not coming, sis.
It's not coming, sis. My friends tell me I need to set a deadline this year, and if he hasn't proposed to leave his ass. We moved in together after 1 year of dating, and a few years later had our child. He always says a ring is not important, and since we aren't religious, we don't see it as living in a sin. However, others around us do. Would you feel some type of way if your man has not proposed after 10 years together? Am I now comfortable that I don't see the issue here? Yes, would it be wrong of me to set a deadline? And if he doesn't pop the question, to leave him? Sincerely,
y'all answer first.
Sincerely, no miss to Mrs. anytime soon.
Well, this is a prime example of, you gave him the whole cow. So it's like,
but
you gave him you know what I'm saying? You gave him too much. There's no point of buying the cow.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
What do you think?
But I think that,
I'm not finished. I'm sorry.
But I think that it's more so, you need to just tell him you're getting married. Like
what?
Yeah,
like she should propose.
No, but it kind of sounds like she's okay with not.
I'm gonna tell you, my mom literally went off on my dad. I don't know the whole story, but it was like he was leaving out the house, and she had 3 kids, and she wasn't married. Her family was like, "Y'all live together. You got 3 kids together. What's going on here?" And then I guess she sat there and was like, "This motherfucker gonna marry me." And I know the way they tell the story is he was walking out the house going to work, and she was like, "You're gonna marry me, motherfucker." And then he was like, "Okay, when you want to do it?" Like, that's it.
Y'all real Philly.
You know what I mean? So I feel like at that point, you need to just tell him it is what it is. Tell him the paperwork already been written up. Like, it's a dub. Honestly, y'all already married under legal law. Like, under law, y'all
common law marriage.
Depends on where you live.
You feel me?
So what do you think? Because
Ayanna,
I'm gonna save mine for the last.
I feel like this. Like, if you with somebody for 10 years and did y'all have a conversation about marriage? Like, that's also like, why are you with someone for that long? And you know that your goal is to be married, and that person's not.
See, but I think that's what we're all missing. That's not her goal. She's asking, is she wrong?
Okay, so if
live y'all the best life then. If that's how y'all live y'all life, then
that's what I want to make sure we're clear.
Yeah, if you want to get married, then you need to make that a point. But at this point, y'all so far deep in, it's kind of wrong to come up to him crying about marriage because y'all didn't went this far and you kind of already.
She's saying that people are making her feel bad for not wanting her.
She's don't let nobody. They're not paying your bills.
She says she doesn't see the issue here, but people in her life do.
I want to bring up some of the issues that maybe the other people in your life are saying, and it's not about religion for me. It's not about even your personal feelings. If you feel like you have this strong connection and you don't need paperwork to solidify it, that's on you. But the fact of the matter is, should something happen to that man, I don't know where you guys live.
Getting it all.
Exactly. If something happens to him, let's say he's not dead, but God forbid something terrible happens to him and he gets in an accident or something, he could have this estranged family, but because you're not his wife, even though you have all of these kids, you can have someone. It's not even about getting stuff. You don't get to decide what happens with that man, that mother, that brother, whoever is the next of kin to him gets to do that. And so people make jokes about, oh, I don't need to be married because, you know, society says this about marriage and all these other things. And it is a legal document, but you have to think about the other things that can happen, the things that you don't want to happen. You have to think about that. And you do have children. She said that, right?
Oh, they have
think about the children. And that's not to say that you have to get married, but I think that a part of what people who love you, a part of what they're probably thinking are those legal ramifications. So even making another contract,
they got
get married. You sharing banking stuff. That's you can call a contract whatever you want to call it. I don't know what people get so scared about calling it a marriage license, but marriage is what that is. You can say, oh, we just have this agreement and we're
or they can make each other power of attorneys.
Yeah, that's what my mom did.
You don't have to get married
because I think you should do something because you do have a family.
If something were to happen to him, you do need some money to back up if he were to die.
Or what if something happens to you? Do you want him to be able to make those decisions, or do you want somebody else who may not have your best interest at heart? Like, think about those things. You don't want to have those sad conversations, but think about it because shit happens, and it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how healthy you are right now. Anything could happen. And think about it. Girl. I've seen it happen, and it gets real messy.
And the crazy thing is, something will happen. Yep, it's life. Something always happens. So just be smart and don't let other people decide for you.
Yeah, if y'all
have a conversation with him,
have a whole
and say, hey, this is what's going on, and I really don't care as far as like a relationship is because I'm happy, but I am thinking about what if something.
And I'm thinking about these kids because you said y'all got multiple kids.
Yeah.
So that was
set an example for your what's it called? Offspring.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I was gonna say your seed, but that's the same thing.
So now we're gonna move on to cocktails, Kiki.
Okay. We can move on to cocktails. So the cocktails, if you guys have a confession that you would like to make, I'm pouring water in my tequila. If you guys have a confession that you would like to make, send it to cocktails.atl@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you guys because apparently you're bored with us. So want to hear what you fucking people have been doing.
Hey, y'all know. Ayanna knows what our cocktails are. Joy, you know what our cocktails are, right?
Yes, I know what your cocktails are.
So you're thinking of one?
I don't have one.
You can make a fantasy.
Yes, you do. You can make one up.
You can make a fantasy.
Okay.
Tell us your fantasy. I would love to hear it because I don't really have fantasies. I need some ideas.
You need some ideas?
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
Okay. Right. Or you can make one up for me. I don't care.
So I'll read the first one. In my Diane voice, hey ladies, I love the show. Definitely my number one favorite podcast. Okay, this cocktail literally just happened. So my boo thing hit my line and was like, hey babe, hop in the shower real quick. I'm 15 minutes away. So guess what I did? I hopped my happy behind right in the shower. Our timing was great because as soon as I was done oiling up, he was pulling up in my driveway. I greeted him at the door and led him to the bedroom. He climbed on top of me and started kissing me passionately. Then he untied my robe and began to suck on my nipples all while playing with my clit. He then goes down and starts eating my pussy. I grabbed his dick and started giving him head, trying to fit every inch of him in my throat. So at this point, your girl is Little Caesars hot and ready. He gets up and turns me around and starts hitting it from the back, just how I like it. We're into it. He's about to nut and he asks if I want him to nut in me. I say no, absolutely not. So he nuts on my butt and sticks it back in. I began to city girl twerk on the D. He starts to moan. Then all of a sudden I feel something warm hit my pussy lip. I stopped and he starts getting up and I'm like, did you just pee? Well, he's running to the bathroom. He's all, nah, shawty. It was just a little drip.
What the fuck is a drip?
I said, no, nigga. That was more than a little drip. The pee is coming out of me right now. He runs back in with the towel and turns on the light. There's a small puddle in the bed and pee is still running out of me. He was so shocked. Shoot, I was too. He follows me to the bathroom saying, I am so sorry. I didn't know I was peeing. I think he had a urinary tract infection.
That happened?
He said, I thought it was nut. The feeling was the same. This has never happened to me before. He just stood there in disbelief. I assured my husband that I wasn't offended and everything was okay. Little did he know I kind of liked it. Sincerely, the wife of a squirter.
That was a good one.
Oh my God, that was amazing. And that was her husband.
But wait, rewind. What do you mean he had a urinary tract infection? That's what happened?
Oh, well, no, I was thinking that he had, because he was so shocked that he did it, that I was thinking that, you know, when you have a urinary tract infection, if you have to pee, you have to pee. If it's not like a, I don't know how many.
Like you can't hold it.
You can't hold it. It's like a thing of like, you have
Who
got
knows?
to
I always
go.
got to pee. I think I have a weak bladder on top of it.
Girl, the times that I've had a urinary tract infection, I have to go to the bathroom.
But
and if I don't,
it's like a little bit, right?
It's just a little bit, but it's
almost makes you want to wear
it's a little bit, but if you still did it on yourself, it's still going to be a lot. Yeah, if you do it in that sense, it's going to be a lot. So if you peed in somebody, it's still enough to be like, what is that?
I really wonder what it feels like to be a man and like nut. Like, what's that
So
feeling
do I.
like?
Because you can feel it through them.
Yeah, it's like a jolt of energy. Like, have you ever fucked somebody and they always, when they come, they always make the same exact sound? And
they freeze up on you.
Oh.
Or if you let them nut inside you
sexy.
and you feel it coming in you. And
it's just like, fuck, I hope I'm not pregnant by this nigga. Or sometimes it's just like, well, bitch, we
I'll be
got out
fucking
to the
old
club.
niggas, so they got vasectomies, so I'm good.
You what?
I'll be fucking old niggas and they got vasectomies.
Oh, girl. You know that nigga, and what's his name? Antonio Cromartie, he had a vasectomy and got his wife pregnant with twins. You know that ain't 100%. Be careful.
Oh.
And he has like 12 kids. He's super fertile. He has super sperm. He might have been having Wheaties for a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so I was fucking this man who, guys, I squirted a lot. And I can make myself do it with the help of my good old toys. Womanizer here. Fem bullet here. I can do it myself, but I have never had the experience besides this time where somebody was able to make me do it back to back, the same person.
This happened?
Yes. So I'm fucking this dude. This is the part 2. I can't remember where I left off before, but like, have you guys ever had, you don't have to answer, but just think about it. Have you ever had somebody like look you deep into your eyes and you knew that they were snatching your soul? Absolutely. Like all the way down from the bottom, from your cervix. Like they listened to your eyes and they pulled it out, but then they did it softly. So it felt good. Mm-hmm. It's just like the demon working. The devil at its best. Lucifer.
Is it the devil or is it an angel?
It's definitely not an angel. It's definitely not, but it felt good. And yes, and you know, the devil is in the details, and those details were right, okay? Because that shit was feeling good. Like I had my eyes closed and he was like, don't close your eyes, open them. And I was just like, okay, daddy. Like, I mean, what do you I was
calling this nigga daddy, Kiki?
Called him a lot of things. Yes, whatever he wanted me to call him, I was going to do it. Pretty much anything he said that wasn't going to hurt me too bad. I started to say hurt me, but hurt me too bad. I was going to do it. It was just like I was in a trance and I just had to do whatever it was.
Sunken place, but it was a good place.
It wasn't sunken. I was on a high place. I just felt good. And you know how you told me that I should have sex high? Mm-hmm. I thought about that.
You didn't.
I tried that before. This is another time with the same person, and I swear to God, I was hallucinating. I can't do that. Like, I thought he was somebody else. So anyway, I was talking to him about that. So he was trying to get me to have that experience again, and I was just like, absolutely not. So anyway, fast forward, we're on the bed, and we're having sex, and everything's feeling good. This is after I call him daddy, after he tells me to look him in his eyes, and I don't know what kind of trick he pulled, you guys, but it's like
that big dick.
His dick was inside of me at first, but he took it out and then he was using his hands. And I was like, I have these handcuffs. I want you to use these handcuffs again. He threw the handcuffs across the room, took my wrist with one hand, just grabbed them and held them, put his other hand in my pussy and was just playing with it a bit. And then he moved his hand. I don't remember what he did with it, but he put his dick back inside of me. And all of a sudden, I was just like, I think I have to pee. He said, you're not peeing. You're about to squirt. And it's going to be fine.
He told you.
He told me. And I was like,
yes, daddy.
I don't know what else to say. Okay. And I did. And it wouldn't stop. And then it's like he pulled his dick out. And I was like, okay, I can't take anymore. Please let me go. Please let me go. And he was like, no. And he put his dick back inside of me and he just kept going. And I could feel.
Did you actually squirt?
I was squirting, yes. And so I thought he was going to let me go so I could just chill. But he put it back in there. And it was just like all of this liquid just flowing. It was like the floodgates were just open and it felt so good. And it's like usually if I was playing with myself, I would stop myself. But because it wasn't me doing it, it was him.
You could do it.
It just felt so good. So then anyway, I was done basically after that. So I needed him to hurry up and come because he hadn't came yet. And he was trying to make sure that I came more than he did. It was a little contest we had going. So anyway, I always lose and I'm okay with that. You can come once. I like to come a lot. So when he decides to come, he's like, where do you want it? Y'all.
You said in your throat.
No, I was about to say something worse. I was about to say something worse, but I didn't.
In me.
I was going to say that because that's how I felt in that moment. I was just like, thank God I didn't say it. I just opened my mouth like a child. Like,
did you swallow it? She's nodding her head, you guys, just so you know.
Yep, I swallowed it. And then it was like some on his dick. It was a lot. And he eats really healthy. Hi. And he eats really healthy, so it didn't taste bad. And so then I really wanted it. And I was just like licking up the residual overflow on the side. And then I kissed him.
I think that is
and
why.
I slept great that night.
I think that's why God has not allowed me to squirt yet, because
that was the best feeling, and I want it again. Like I was trying to book a flight.
I don't need that shit in my life. I will buy you whatever you want.
I looked this morning.
You know, like you can stop it. You can control. Like
I can't.
She hasn't done it yet.
I have never squirted in my life, and I don't know if it's because God gave me a mental block from doing it because I'm gonna act crazy. But I will say that is something I cannot do.
It makes me want to be obedient. And that's not even my nigga. Obedient, I'm telling you. Like, you want to put it where? You want to put it in my ass? Okay, I know it's going to hurt, but I'm not even going to cry.
Because, nigga, you just made me squirt. That was great.
I didn't do that. You missed part of it. You have to so I just feel like a really nasty bitch.
This has been a great episode.
Wait! Oh. Joy, what's your fantasy?
I'm not interrupting what y'all got going on.
Joy,
we're the only ones who said, oh, wait, and you neither? You read one.
Yeah.
You said you were going to read one. Y'all all trying to skate up out of here after I told y'all that I almost told this nigga to come inside of me. We not doing this.
Okay.
What you got?
Ayanna, do you have one?
Whoa.
You the main one that said you had one.
I had one last week.
Tell us.
It doesn't have to be recent. It doesn't matter when it happened. It could be from 5 years ago.
How to articulate it.
Just say
Let's figure it out.
Let's figure it out, Monty. I'm just going to narrate.
You going to narrate?
You don't know the story. It's not your turn. Go ahead. What is Medina eating? Sun chips? I want one so bad.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
Okay, so what happened? Tell us how you felt.
So, me and my boyfriend, we don't live in the same city, so it's kind of like
I didn't know that.
It builds up, you know.
It's like an LDR.
What is that?
Long distance relationship.
Yeah.
That's what they say in Cosmo magazine.
Yeah. So it's one of those. So I'm sure you all can assume when you don't see someone for a while, when you see them, it's just like, okay, like it's
I know about
like,
that.
Yeah.
It's on a poppy.
Yeah. So I feel like out of me and him, I'm more open and more like daring, and he's like, I'm gonna go with it as long as you don't try me on stuff. Like he's not homophobic, but
typical. I don't want you going by my ass. That's gay shit.
I don't want to do that.
Girl just licked a gooch one time. He'll open up.
Yeah, he's a nigga. Like he's a nigga. So we went, like, he's open to going to like the sex stores and stuff, and so like we've gone a couple of times, but the recent one we bought a lot of stuff, and like I had him pick a lot of the stuff, and so he bought a lot of shit. This motherfucker bought the little pill, and he got the maximum strength.
Horny
to make his dick hard.
The rhinoceros thing that I showed you, the 3,000 max.
Yes, he got the 4,500. And I'm like, I'm only in town till tomorrow.
Only in town for the night.
I was only in town for that.
You pulling up trying to get too high.
So I'm like, why are you doing all that? Like, I'm going to leave in the morning. Like,
does he have erectile dysfunction?
No.
Oh, okay.
So we go out to eat, and he pops it while we at the dinner table before we get our water.
This nigga was not playing.
And I'm like, why? I said, you know, it's going to take a while for us to eat, then go get my car, then go check into the hotel, and then, you know. So he's like, I don't care. And I'm like, what did the paper say? He was like 30 minutes. And I'm like, my nigga.
He was trying to get some hand action up under the table.
So.
You fucked him in the bathroom?
No, he wanted to. He needed to go to the ATM. So he had to go to the ATM. And he texted me, he was like, fuck it, let's do it right now. And I'm like, nigga, ATMs have surveillance. Like, I'm not doing that shit.
That's okay.
I'm not with it.
Oh.
So we didn't do it. We went to the hotel. But the lady, like, when we checked in, she was like, are you here for leisure or business? And he was like, oh, we here for business. And I just cracked up laughing. I'm like, nigga, shut the fuck up. So we used...
Do they ask that?
I would have played all along.
Mm-hmm.
We use majority of the toys. I've never been like as vocal.
Told him that one Toy Story.
What one Toy Story, girl?
This sounds like a great one.
Was it a bullet?
Oh, I thought my mom found my sex toys. Like I couldn't find them for months.
Where were they?
In my closet.
Oh.
But I thought I left it in Savannah, and I was like, she hasn't said anything, so I don't know if she think it's hers, or I don't know if she just don't want to speak on my toys. But that's another story. So we get upstairs, whatever. We're using majority of the toys. I'm very like hesitant to like be very like descriptive, but I'm just saying fuck it. So I got a butt plug, and
my booty hurts right now because you said that it done clenched up on me.
I got the small one. I was not doing that big shit. So
okay.
We were doing 69, so I was on top, and his hands were on me. And I feel the butt plug going in and out, and I'm like,
he did with his mouth.
Yes, and I was like, whoa.
He liked it.
Yes.
See?
And I was like, this is crazy. We didn't even do anal though. Like we
good, girl. Save your booty.
I am.
He probably is prepping you.
He's prepping you.
Get some anal ease, girl.
But
don't be laid out like me. That's probably why my leg is fucked up now. I really think that's it, Medina. You figured
Your
it.
leg hurts because what?
I'll tell you at the end.
Off air?
Yeah.
Okay.
You finish your story. I'm sorry.
Okay. So to conclude, the first night we did a couple of rounds and it was like really good. It was probably the best that we ever had. Like I've been like,
because y'all had them toys.
Because y'all was feeling free.
Toys make everything amazing.
Toys do make everything amazing. I just love the way sex feels with a little robotic help.
Oh, me too.
And then the next
I'm gonna have
morning,
sex with myself tonight.
The next morning, I woke him
can't
up.
Wait.
Me neither.
I woke him up and we had sex again with no toys. And then I remember going to sleep. And we woke up at 6 a.m. I did not wake up again until checkout. Like he was gone. Like he had to go to work. And I called him mad. Like, why didn't you tell me bye? Like, why didn't you? He was
why
like,
didn't you give me some dick?
He was like, we had a whole conversation. Like, you gave me a kiss. You told me you love me. All this stuff.
Were you on drugs?
I was sick. Like I was like, you remember I had like a damn near fever last week. So I on top of like having all that sex and being sick, I guess I was just knocked out. So I don't remember what I said. So I'm scared because like for the last week, like he'll call me early in the morning and we'll have a conversation. I look at my phone like we were on the phone. I remember what we were talking about.
That's usually alcohol induced for me personally, but I totally understand that feeling. It was from something different, but I know what you mean.
Did I say some shit that I shouldn't have said?
You probably did. Deny, girlfriend. Just deny.
Yeah,
it.
just act like you don't know.
Yeah,
be like, I was taking medicine. Joy, Friends,
Fantasy,
Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Nickelodeon,
Pink Nails.
The Wild Thornberries.
You have to have some type of story.
What kind of story am I supposed to tell?
I would really like to hear because I know that you have been very responsible and you have put your body on a pedestal, which I commend you for. We cannot say that. Well, I will only speak for myself.
No,
I cannot say that. Okay.
My body's not on a pedestal. I'm fucking you.
I mean, it'd be on a pedestal, but it's gonna get fucked on that pedestal.
That pedestal is gonna be wet as shit.
Okay, I'm gonna be bent over that pedestal, bitch. It better be leather, bitch.
I'm licking the legs. Like, what's up?
Okay.
What's up?
Which I'm holding on for dear life. Anyway, I would just like to hear like something that maybe you want to try or
times
something.
that you felt like you were gonna have sex.
Oh, like the time I probably was about to. But
but you
were
about
to. Why didn't you?
Is
it a good reason? Like his dick was little? It was musty?
No,
it was dirty?
Was like,
We'll tell the whole story.
Be ready.
Condensed.
I mean, it was like heat of the moment, like we were making out and stuff, and then he like
I love a make out.
Tried to, but it was like he didn't have a
But when he tried to,
he didn't have a condom.
When he tried to, I'm curious to know, did he just like pull it out like you're supposed to just take over from there? Or did he try to stick it in? Or was he just like putting his hand in your pants? Like, I just want a little bit more detail. Because when somebody tries to have sex with me, it can go a lot of different ways.
Damn, I just like, damn.
Like, it's been all of those ways I just said plus some.
No, it was just like, we were like.
Y'all, Joy romantic? Is so uncomfortable right now.
She is. She's like, bitch.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Like, her arms are going. You see this
she's Harlem shaking. It's a whole Harlem shake.
Okay. Like, I wasn't trying to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm just curious because sometimes I know I feel uncomfortable with how the dick gets whipped out. Hey, we were just talking about whipping dicks out. What's that? Join us. Hey!
Whoa. What the fuck?
She gotta leave. What's going on? Oh, for the subject.
That's like our dad.
I'm not drunk today. What's going on?
Joy was sharing her sex stories with us.
I'm sure you can tell. Hey.
She was sharing her sex stories.
We were just talking about toys.
Oh my God.
There was no sex
hey, Cannon, we got a date for our live show. When is it? May 18th.
What's on?
Y'all gotta come. It's gonna be downtown. It's gonna be great. She can't.
There's no story.
There was a story, an almost story. She wants to share it.
Party's over.
And well, that's the show.
Everybody's feeling uncomfortable now.
I wish I could see who's in the room.
Yeah, the camera done cut off.
Oh, it cut off. That's hilarious.
It's the giggle factories over here. And I just want to say that this week, it was not me. Usually it is. But this is my 1 week. So, thank you guys.
Y'all anyway, went into too much detail, but I told
okay, but, well, okay. I don't remember your story, so you must have told it when I was drunk. Joy, tell everybody about your show and where they can check it out at.
You know, I'm the Jawns Joy. I have a show on Dash Radio called The Jawns Joy. You can catch me every Thursday, 4 to 6, in that bit getting lit. You feel me?
What's up?
I'm gonna call out of work and come on there with her one day.
I'm coming
on
there
too.
You guys, but you gotta. I'm nasty, so like you gotta like allow that shit.
So I don't care. You know, I let people be themselves. You know what I mean?
Think of lots of good nasty questions for us, and we won't ask you any.
Okay. I had fun interviewing you guys today. You know what I mean? I got my questions in.
You did. You got 3 good questions. 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Medina?
I love you.
I love you too, Medina.
Thank
her
you
show's
for
really cool.
Medina
she has YouTube videos. She
Ayanna,
has videos for her stuff.
Is there anything you would like to plug right now?
Yes, you guys can follow me on Instagram, GA_DOLL, and Georgia Media on Instagram, and watch my YouTube videos, Georgia Media.
What you do on YouTube about? I didn't know you was on YouTube. On YouTube?
I have, like, my agency's YouTube. I'm actually about to start YouTubing again. It's Life as Georgia, dog. Y'all follow and subscribe to that too. I got hella content. I got is it called mukbangs? Mukbang.
That's the food stuff.
Yeah,
Kiki was just saying
I just
about
made
that.
one with my nieces.
Y'all
we ate crawfish in Houston.
Can we eat it here? Let's do a mukbang.
What is it?
You just eat
when you
just eat in video.
It's really weird.
But people get so many views off that shit, and they make so much money.
Especially with these good ass microphones. Let's do it.
Okay. And it's just like slurping sounds.
Can we eat?
We should do one with sex toys.
Can we eat
do an ASMR?
Can we eat some soup? Can we eat
and just be like
some cauliflower soup?
This is from our sponsor.
Let's do Chick-fil-A.
Okay, so Kiki, before we go, are we going to share our live date show?
Okay, so I was gonna cut that out. Yes, it's gonna be at 444 Theater, you guys. May 18th. We are gonna put the sales. Yeah.
We will post all the details. Everybody just fucked it up. May 18th, CockTales Dirty Discussions is having a live show. And we will let y'all know.
We hope that y'all come and that y'all have fun. We are going to have some drinks there. We'll try to have some snacks. We'll see what's happening. But people are in here, and all these slurping sounds are making me hot. We got to go. Make sure you follow us at CockTales Podcast. Follow me at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And I'm glad my toys are charged. Boy.
So are mine.
Woo! Good night, y'all. Bye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the track. Bye. 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 Bye.
manipulation.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Wait on the track.